How to choose separate sinks for a kosher kitchen. Imagine walking into a kitchen where everything is perfectly organized to keep meat and dairy completely apart. That's the goal in a kosher kitchen. Choosing the right sinks is a key part of that. When setting up a kosher kitchen, the main rule is to have two separate sinks. One is for meat, and the other is for dairy. This keeps any food residue or water from crossing over. Having two sinks helps prevent accidental mixing, which is essential for keeping kosher. The first thing to consider is the material of the sinks. Stainless steel sinks are the best choice because they are easy to kosher or ritually purify. Porcelain or enameled sinks are not recommended because they can absorb flavors and are hard to kosher properly. Stainless steel can be cleaned thoroughly and kashered by boiling water or other kosher methods. Next, look at how the sinks are placed. If you have a double sink, make sure there is a clear barrier or enough space between the two. This prevents water or food from splashing from one to the other. The separation should be obvious and effective to keep the two areas distinct. It's also important to have separate accessories for each sink. Use different racks, dishpans, and drying mats for meat and dairy. This extra step helps avoid any accidental cross-contact. When designing your kitchen, think about the layout. Many kosher kitchens follow a double triangle setup, with two work areas, each with its own sink, refrigerator, and oven. This makes food preparation and cleaning much easier and keeps everything properly separated. If you only have space for one sink, it's still possible to keep kosher, but it takes extra effort. You must kosher the sink before use and be very careful. For example, wash dishes on racks above the sink instead of soaking them directly in the water. Always use separate racks and dishpans for meat and dairy. Even then, it's less ideal than having two sinks, but it can work with careful planning. In summary, choosing two stainless steel sinks, ensuring they are physically separated, and providing separate accessories for meat and dairy are the best ways to maintain a kosher kitchen. Proper layout and thoughtful choices help keep the laws of Kashrut intact and make daily cleaning easier. This setup supports a fully kosher environment and makes keeping kosher more straightforward and organized.